Nice. You just get a sale? Yeah, someone just bought my $47 course. Isn't that a huge win? Wait, let me see something. Nah, they would have bought at least one more thing from you. All you have to do is show them more. Wait, what? How? With this little thing I like to call funnels.
Professor T is coming in to save the day. He's gonna show you how to set up your Stan store. It's like we're always stuck at 0 leads, but when you implement these steps, you'll be up in GMV.
All right. Before we dive into the lesson, I just need to go over 2 quick things with y'all. First, Funnels lives on the Creator Pro side of Stan. So if you're currently on Creator Pro, then welcome. Let's build. And if you're currently on Creator Basic, then hang with me anyways, because this video might inform whether the upgrade's worth it for you. Either way, I think it's a win-win. And second, what I'm about to show you today is only one of many possibilities of what a funnel could look like. Because technically, there isn't a right way to do it. Your funnel is probably going to look completely different from mine, depending on your niche, your products, your price points, your audience, and even just you as a creator. So take note on what I do here today, but then go and make yours and customize it to your specific business. Cool? Cool. Let's rock. So what exactly are funnels? Good question. Well, essentially, they are a way to make sure that after a customer buys one of your products on your Stan store, the sale doesn't just end there. You're essentially guiding them from sales page to sales page to sales page, maximizing your average order value. Now, without funnels, a customer gets your product, hits the thank you page, and then pieces out. Not necessarily the worst case scenario, because you're happy you made some money from them. They're happy because they get a very valuable product from you. But there's a chance that you could have made way more than that if you had just kept the conversation going. That's funnels in a nutshell. Now let's go in and build one. First things first, we got to find where we can actually build our funnel in our Stan store. So on the left-hand side, you're going to see the more section close to the bottom left corner. You're going to click on that. And on the top left-hand section here, you're going to see funnels. Currently it's grayed out, so what you're going to want to do is click on that toggle. It's going to highlight as purple. You're going to see funnels populate on your left-hand side tab here. You're going to click there, and then you're going to press create your first funnel. Now, before I go through the scenario of building this out, I'm going to be showing you what I like to call a Y-shaped funnel. And the premise of it is to give your customer 2 different routes. So a route if they skip a product purchase, or a route if they decide to purchase it. So one's an upsell and then one's a downsell. So this specific scenario of the Y-shaped funnel is going to consist of 4 pages. The first page being a free lead magnet or your entry point. The second page being a $19 ebook, which will be the decision point of whether they go this way or this way for the why. Page 3 is if they decide to purchase the $19 ebook, which will be a $47 course. And then page 4 will be if they decide to skip the $19 ebook, which will be a $69 one-on-one coaching call. So starting with the entry page, like I said, I will be establishing it as a free product to capture emails in exchange for value that I'm giving to my audience. Now, it doesn't have to be a free product. It's a best practice, but if you decide to use a paid digital download as your first page and it works for your business, then all the power to you. This is just something that we've seen a lot of creators do to really maximize the amount of emails they can capture, but it might look different for you. So for my entry page, I'm going to choose my freebie 1, get my free guide now. And then after you're done selecting which product you want as your first page, you can then change your button text, or it's going to auto-populate whatever this specific product has as its CTA already. So I'm just going to publish the page because I do like download. And now we can move on to our second page. Now we're at our subsequent offer, which is also our decision point in our Y-shaped funnel. So here I'm going to put my $19 ebook, but before we add the product, you're going to see that now there's a top banner section. So automatically this is auto-populated, but you can edit that to whatever you want to show at the top of the page after your customer goes to the entry page. So edit that if you want. Second, this is where you're going to put your product for your ebook or whatever your second product is for the decision point / subsequent offer. Like I said, I'm going to put my digital download 1, which is my $19 ebook. Once again, you can customize your CTA button text here, or it can auto-populate what's happening directly from the product you added. And now this new section populates, section 4, where should they go next? And this is your decision point tree. So on the purchase path at upsell, This is the product page that's going to show if your customer decides to purchase this product on the subsequent offer page. Now, skip path, add downsell, that's the product page that's going to show if they decide to skip this offer, the subsequent offer. So now let's go ahead and create our third page, or the upsell option, which will be the option that gets shown if someone buys this $19 ebook. So we're going to click on add upsell right here. And now it's going to bring us back to the top and already put us in the upsell page. So on the left-hand side, you're going to see that the third page now has a green upsell from page 2. This is going to be our third page. And once again, we can edit our top banner. We can choose our product. So in this case, it's going to be my course number 1 for $47. Once again, this is going to look different for you based on what your products are in your My Store tab, because this is pulling directly from my Stan storefront, and it's going to show the product here with the price. Section 3, once again, you can edit your button text, or it can pull automatically from whatever the CTA button is from the product you've chosen from the drop-down menu. And then now when we get to section 4, where should they go next? Not to be confused with adding the skipped option here, we're going to need to do that from page 2 again. So if you remember for the Y-shaped funnel, the decision point is at this part of the Y. So there's here, here, and 3 here. There's 3 points that make that top part of the Y. Right now, what we've established is page 2 as the decision point. And if your customer purchases this page, then they get to the upsell, which is now this course page, the third page, and they go down this route. Now, to make that fourth page for the skipped option or the downsell option, they need to get to this part. Now, these parts don't connect, right? So it's page 2 to page 3. So in order for us to create a relationship of a skipped option from the decision point, which is page 2 here, we need to go back to page 2 and then create a branch or a path downsell to then page 4. So before we go do that, make sure you publish this page. And then we're going to go back to our page 2 subsequent offer, scroll down, and then press add downsell, which now creates this fourth page that says downsell in yellow. Now, before we fully build out our final downsell page / skipped page, I just want to clear the air on the definition of downsell in this case. Now, downsell doesn't have to mean it's a lower price product from the subsequent offer. It just means it's the page that gets shown if someone skips that subsequent offer. So in this case, the rationale is if someone skips my $19 digital download, it's because they might not be ready for something like a digital download. A digital download in nature is going to be, self-paced. Someone has to consume that content, understand it enough to then apply it to their own situation. If a customer's not ready for that, then maybe a one-on-one mentorship call or coaching call might be exactly what they need, regardless if it's more expensive, because it's more catered for them. It's not always about the price point with the definition of what these pages mean. It's just about showing the right next offer based on if they decide to purchase the subsequent offer or skip it. So in this case, like I said, I'm going to be adding a $69 coaching call. So once again, you can edit your top banner. You can choose your product. It's going to be my coaching call, $69 right there. Edit the button text or let it pull exactly from what the product is there. And then we're going to see the path here again. But for this specific scenario, I'm just creating my Y-shaped funnel. So I have my 4 pages, so I'm done. All I have to do now is publish my page. Now, I know you're excited to get your funnel out into the public for your customers to start buying from. But before we get it out there, we should probably do our due diligence and a preview to make sure that it's working the way that we intend to. And how do we do that, you might ask? Another good question. We're going to do that by pressing the preview button right here. Now, because this example is a Y-shaped funnel, we're going to go through 2 separate scenarios of what will happen when the buyer buys the product from the subsequent offer, i.e. the second page, and then what happens when they skip that product. So I'm the buyer. I'm met with the first free page. I'm like, okay, yeah, get my free guide now. Why wouldn't I want free value? Let me download that. And now I'm presented with the subsequent offer, and this is the decision point. So the first scenario, I like the digital download. I think $19 is a steal, so I'm going to buy that. You'll see that I was presented with the upsell offer, which is my $47 course. Whoa, oh my gosh, okay, this looks pretty good. But you know what? It's not for me right now. I'm going to skip this. And so what happened there was, because the buyer purchased the subsequent offer or the decision point of the Y-shaped funnel, they're presented with course number 1. Now let's go through scenario number 2. So in this scenario, I'm a buyer who's not yet ready for a self-paced digital download. So I'm going to skip that page. And I'm someone who might need a little bit more mentorship and handholding, which is where the one-on-one consultation call is going to hit real good here. So let's go through the buyer journey preview. Again, obviously, I'm going to take the free guide. So let me download that. Who doesn't want free stuff? And then I met with the digital download one. I'm like, okay, $19. It seems pretty good, but I'm just not ready. I feel like I need more help. So let me skip that. And you'll see on the left-hand side over here, it says skipped on digital download one, or the second page / subsequent offer. And I didn't get pushed to the upsell for course one. I got pushed to the downsell, i.e. the skipped page that gets shown if someone were to skip the second page. So now as a buyer, I'm like, whoa, okay, $69, kind of steep for me right now, but this is a one-on-one consultation call with my favorite creator. And they're going to show me how to achieve my goal. Okay, you know what? This actually looks pretty enticing. I feel like I need this a lot more than the digital download, even though it is more expensive. I feel like it's just going to help me level up a lot faster. So yeah, I'm going to book this call. And so from the customer / buyer's point of view, they feel like, whoa, okay, I just got fed the right product at the right time. Like, oh my God, like I needed this right now. I need this one-on-one call. And I'm happy, I can't wait. It's booked in my calendar. I get to talk to my favorite creator and get coached by them. From your perspective, the creator's perspective, what could have happened here is if we decided to just end the subsequent offer from digital download one at $19 and the customer skipped it, then we would have just been left with their email, which is fine because we can nurture them later on. But this is the best case scenario here for this type of funnel where, yes, we captured their email first, but then we also got the opportunity to upsell them to a $69 product. Sorry, technically downsell, but we made additional income because we presented them with the right product strategically based on their needs in that very moment. So instead of making $0 and only capturing their email in one universe, we made $69 in this universe. And because we're about to hop on a call with them probably later in the week, we can then talk to them a bit more, maybe see what their needs are, how they want to grow. And then we can decide like if there are any other products or services that might benefit them from there too. So now we've successfully gone through the two different scenarios of a buyer journey if they were to purchase a subsequent offer or the decision point or skip it. But I want to just preface this once again that you do not need to follow this to a T. It's a good, solid first funnel. It works well. It's very simple. It's only 2 decision paths, but you don't only have to have 4 pages. You could have 5 pages, 6 pages, 9 pages, 10 pages, a couple of different routes for upsells, a couple of different routes for downsells. It really depends on your niche, your product offerings, where you're at with your business, you as a creator and your audience. So definitely play around. A solid funnel is something that comes from a lot of testing and iteration and human psychology. So you always want to present the next best offer based on if they skip or purchase that decision point, whether it's a price change for something, adding a discount, whether it's adding a specific product like the booking of a one-on-one consultation call that will work better for someone who's not ready for a self-paced digital download. It's completely up to you, and you might not know right off the bat, but this is where, you get that customer feedback. You see exactly what's working, like what's making you money in terms of like the different funnels that you have. And that's how you'll know, okay, this is the type of funnel that works best for my audience. And now that we've done our due diligence of previewing our buyer's journey, we can finally publish it to our store. So we're just going to scroll to the top right corner where it says publish to my store. We're going to click on that. And now we're automatically being redirected to our My Store tab where the funnel URL is already pasted here. So all that's left to do is just to customize the style, select an image, and change some of the copy on the button section. So pick a style first, button or call out. Button's great if you already have, I guess, like a lot of links or products on your store, just to keep it more tight and tidy. I personally like call out because it just makes the image a lot bigger. It gives you a little bit more room to edit the description so you can really entice your customers to click on this first page of the funnel. I would select an image also that goes hand in hand with the first page of the funnel. And then once you get to section 4, add text, make sure you remove the words funnel in both the title and subtitle. Change the subtitle to something that makes sense for this funnel or the first page of the funnel. Because remember, your customers don't know that they're about to go through a funnel. They just assume they're getting whatever the first page of this is. So what I'm going to do here is I don't I know it's a free guide, get my free guide now, and I think that's a great title. So I'm just going to remove the funnel portion of it. And for the subtitle, I'm going to say, learn how to set up your Stan store. Obviously, this is different for you based on whatever the first page of the funnel is. And then edit the button if you'd like. I think click me works perfectly fine. So I'm going to publish. And once you publish, it is now live on your store. You're going to scroll to the bottom just to make sure. You'll say, get my free guide now. You'll see the funnel icon and then also the funnel tag. And if you want to see what this looks like on your storefront, just scroll to the top, click on your Stan store URL. And then if I scroll to the bottom, I'll see get my free guide now. Learn how to set up. Now, as a customer, I'm like, whoa, this is pretty cool. I'm going to enter my credentials here to see what I'm about to get, because obviously I want a free guide. Download. Whoa, it's not over. I'm now a digital download 1. And if you remember from what we did with the preview, if I decide to buy this, I'm going to get the course option next. And if I decide to skip this, I will be getting the one-on-one consultation call. I'm not going to go ahead and buy it, but I might as well show you what's going to happen if I skip it. Bam! Presented with the one-on-one consultation option.
Yo, this is a game changer. Thanks, Professor T.
I got you.